loves, welcome back to the channel. I'm Liv and this is Orator Academy, where I help you improve your vocabulary one word at a time. So do not forget to click that subscribe button, and if you find the content I'm about to give you useful, please click the like button. Okay, so our word for today is alacrity, and it's a really great word to use for a number of reasons. First, I'm going to tell you what alacrity means. I'm going to give you its etymology, and etymology just means the origin of the word and how it was used in the past. And lastly, I will give you a couple of examples of how you can use it in regular conversation. So grab some attention, grab a notepad, and let's get going. So today I've got two meanings for you for the word alacrity. One is from the Oxford Dictionary, and the other definition is from the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. So the Oxford Dictionary definition is great willingness or enthusiasm. The Merriam-Webster definition is promptness in response, cheerful readiness. Okay, so those two meanings are basically telling us that the word alacrity means cheerfulness, enthusiasm, willingness. Those are the meanings of the word alacrity. To be cheerful, to be willing, quick and ready. This is a great word to use because one, its meaning isn't too complicated, really simple. It's not hard to remember, alacrity. It's really easy to pronounce, so it rolls off the tongue quite easily. And the third reason is because you will be in great company if you're using this word, because William Shakespeare, no less, used this word in his play Richard III, just to describe how Richard was feeling on his journey to becoming king. And Richard used these words: "I have not that alacrity of spirit nor cheer of mind that I was wont to have." So Richard is saying, I don't have that quickness of spirit, that cheerfulness of spirit, that I was used to having before. And that is probably because of all the killing he did on his way to becoming king, but let's not talk about the elephant in the room. The etymology of the word alacrity comes from the Latin alacritas, which means liveliness or eagerness. And the one difference between the Latin meaning and the current meaning that we use now is that the Latin word alacritas also denoted physical quickness. So it wasn't just an eagerness in terms of your attitude. It is thought that the word alacrity was coined between 1500 and 1510. So just now I mentioned that Shakespeare used the word alacrity in his play Richard III. We think that the play was written between 1592 to 1594. So at the time that Shakespeare was using alacrity in his play, the word would only have been between 80 to 90 years old. In the grand scheme of things, and if you think about, the length of time that words are used over, 80 to 90 years isn't actually that long. It's really only one generation. So maybe your granddad, if you're thinking about yourself and the distance from between you and 90 years in the past, it's really only about your granddad's age. So that's not so long ago. So Shakespeare was using a relatively new word in his play. That leads us on to how we would use the word alacrity in conversation. Now, I don't know your social class. If you're old money, say hello in the comments, firstly. And if you have a butler, here's one way you could use the word alacrity. So you could say to your butler, whatever his name is, I'm just gonna say Giles. So if you have a butler, you could say, Giles, could you bring me some tea please, and do it with some alacrity. Or if you're not old money and you don't have a butler, that's fine, you can still use the word. You may then be able to say, I admired the alacrity with which the customer service agent answered my question. Or, I admire the alacrity with which the shop assistant helped me to find the product I was looking for. So those are two great ways of using the word alacrity. Now people, do not forget, these are not special occasion words. These are everyday words, and I want you to drop them into conversation wherever you find an opportunity. Whenever you're talking to your work colleagues, your schoolmates, whoever you talk to on a daily basis. Find an opportunity to use these words, drop them just in regular conversation, because the more you practice using them, the better you get at using them. Alright? So, continue using great words, and I will see you in the next video.